Are you lying awake at night thinking about work? Feeling like you're just a passenger in your own career, watching things happen around you without any say in the matter? If work stress has been building up and you feel completely out of control, this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about why feeling powerless at work is so mentally exhausting, and more importantly, I'm going to give you a practical framework to start reclaiming your sense of control, even when you can't change everything about your situation. Understanding why loss of control hurts so much. First, let's acknowledge something important. Your feelings are completely valid. Humans have a fundamental psychological need for autonomy and control. When we feel like we're just reacting to whatever gets thrown at us at work, it triggers a stress response that can literally make us sick. This isn't about being a control freak. It's about having basic agency over your work life. And when that's missing, it affects everything: your sleep, your relationships, your physical health, and your mental well-being. The two types of control. Here's something that changed my perspective. There are actually two types of control we can focus on. External control is about changing your environment, your boss, your company policies, or your workload. This is often limited, especially if you're not in a leadership position. But then there's internal control, and this is where your real power lies. Internal control is about how you respond to situations, what you choose to focus on, and the strategies you use to navigate challenges. Strategy 1, the control audit. Take 10 minutes right now and make 2 lists. List 1, things at work that are completely out of your control. List 2, things you do have some influence over. You might be surprised by how much goes in that second list. Your schedule, your communication style, your workspace setup, which tasks you prioritize, how you prepare for meetings, when you take breaks. These might seem small, but they add up. Strategy 2, the boundary reset. One major source of feeling out of control is when work bleeds into every aspect of your life. Set some non-negotiable boundaries. Decide on specific times when you won't check work emails. Create a physical or mental ritual that signals the end of your workday. Practice saying, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you," instead of automatically saying yes to everything. Strategy 3, the influence expansion. Look for small ways to expand your sphere of influence. Volunteer for projects that interest you. Share ideas in meetings, even if they're not always implemented. Build relationships with colleagues who might become allies. Document your achievements so you have concrete examples of your impact. Strategy 4, the stress circuit breaker. When you feel that familiar wave of, "I can't control this," panic, try this. Take 3 deep breaths. Ask yourself, what's the smallest thing I can control right now? Do that thing, no matter how minor. Remind yourself, I can't control everything, but I can control my response. Strategy 5, the long-term vision. Sometimes we feel trapped because we can't see beyond our current situation. Start thinking about, what skills are you developing, even in a difficult situation? What do you want your work life to look like in 6 months or a year? What small steps can you take now to move toward that vision? The reality check. Now, let's be honest, sometimes the situation really is toxic or unsustainable. If you've tried these strategies and nothing improves, it might be time to consider bigger changes. But often, starting with what you can control gives you the clarity and confidence to make those bigger decisions from a place of strength rather than desperation. Remember, you're not powerless, even when it feels that way. Start small, focus on what you can influence, and be patient with yourself as you rebuild your sense of agency. The goal isn't to control everything. That's impossible and exhausting. The goal is to feel like an active participant in your own work life again. If this resonated with you, try the control audit I mentioned and let me know in the comments what you discovered. And if you found this helpful, subscribe for more content about managing work stress and building resilience. Remember, you've got more power than you think. You just need to start using it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.